going. Welcome back to Heather and Connect with Heather today, and we're going to discuss positivity and productivity and business mindset. Today we will be joined by Anthony Mercer with Cutco and Real Producers Magazine. And before we do that, I just wanted to give a shout out to our guest yesterday. We had Steve Walton, the Buford campus pastor for 12 Stone Church. And they shared with us how they are making PPE gowns for the community and the opportunity to volunteer with them. So if you have missed any of our past shows, please join us at WMT Global Properties or Social Distancing Connects and replay any of those. And as we go forward in this time, we know that so many of you are having your own challenges. And as it's been said so many times, we're all in a boat, but we're not in the same one. So I just want to let you know that we are all here for you. And if there's anything that we can do through our businesses or through our community resources, please give any of us a call. And we will be more than happy to do whatever we can to connect you with anyone that would be of help or of service. So after that, I'd like to give a warm welcome to Anthony Mercer. And let me tell you a little bit about Anthony. I've known him for quite a few years now, and he is a Hall of Fame with Cutco, and he delivers business gift consultant gifts through Cutco. He has been with Cutco, I believe, since college, and they offered him he earned a scholarship with them. He has opened 2 district offices in Georgia and helped run the pilot office. So without any further ado, please help me welcome Anthony Mercer. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. All things considered, got a lot of sleep, or getting somewhat a good healthy amount of sleep with 2 boys, but all things are really good and very blessed.
And when you say 2 boys, go ahead, share with us how old these 2 boys are.
Yeah, they're 2 under 2. So we had Luke Anthony, December 31st, just squeezing in for the new year. And he is now 4 months old. And we have Brendan Christopher, who is 20 months. So they're 16 months apart.
That is fabulous and definitely keeping you hopping right now. My brother and I are 14 months apart, and my mom said the first 3 years was like, wow, on 2 different schedules. And then after that, we became best of friends. And to this day, we have run businesses together and continue to talk every day. So I'm sure that they'll get to the opportunity to have that relationship as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, how many years have you been in business with Cutco?
So I've been with them for 14 years now.
14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that, I know that, you know, in the time that I've known you and worked with Cutco myself, you want to talk a little bit about how that helps business owners brand their businesses?
Yeah. So in the gifting world and appreciation of clients, which I think a lot more people are doing today. I was just pulling up my numbers before the call, and our sales are up by 56% year to date over last year. And I really contribute that to a lot of people just wanting to go back and reward their top 20%. At the same time, brand their business. So we know in the gifting world, 90% of gifts are consumables. They're usually gift cards and bottles of wine or baskets or flowers. And all those things are great. Anybody would love to have them. However, they're not always the best business gift. And when I say a business gift, any gift is great. But a business gift is usually branded. It helps you stay top of mind. It's systematized. And it's geared towards helping a business grow. So our gifts are engraved with the business, their name. Usually I work a lot with real estate agents and loan officers, but other small businesses, big businesses, where any type of person that's given out a high-end gift, but at the same time wants to brand themselves, that's kind of right up our alley.
Absolutely. And, you know, we also have a lifetime warranty with those as well, right? So
Yeah.
that's another offering going towards our clients.
Yep. So all Cutco, I mean, it really makes sense. Like, what's the most used room in the house? It's the kitchen, right?
Mhm.
Everybody, whether they hate to cook, love to cook, don't like to cook, they're using a knife for something, right? Well, why not brand or have a little mini billboard that just helps you stay top of mind? It's a soft touch. It's not really, it's like loud engraved or big in their kitchen, but it's just a soft touch to know that you're there. So yeah, it's guaranteed forever. They're American made. We still make the U.S. Marines knives, which is awesome, and they're American made. We're helping out the economy even during this time, so it's all good.
Wonderful. And tell us a little bit about your journey or your vision through development in business. I know you started this in college,
Mhm.
and you and I've talked many times about the fact that both of us kind of like to burn the candle at both ends while we're developing ourselves as people. You want to talk a little bit about how you developed through that business and what kind of mindset or goals or things you had in you to help keep you motivated?
Yeah. So, and I haven't always been on the business gift consulting role. I started off just doing the in-home sales appointments as a college kid to pay for school, and then I got promoted up into management. I was a pilot sales manager, then I was a branch, and then I was a district office or district manager. And then I did take a detour and left to go into seminary for a second and came back out. And then I really evaluated like what I really wanted to do long term. And for me personally, I was for wanting to raise a family and everything. I didn't like to do the after 9 to 5 hours or weekends, which is a lot of Cutco reps. They work on the weekends. They're doing shows and they're doing appointments when people usually are getting home from work or whatnot. So I didn't really want to have that lifestyle. And then I heard about this new concept of business gifts, and you work mainly 9 to 5. And I was like, this is perfect. So I went down that route, and it's been great ever since. We have a 86% reorder rate from agents. I know, Heather, you order from us, and
Yeah.
we sometimes something of that high of a number, when you're having 86% of your clients come back, that says something not only about the product but all about the systems and the relationships that we develop with our clients.
Absolutely. Um, you know, in this time, we've had a lot of challenges with people mentally and in their mindset.
Mhm.
And each of us is, you know, quarantined of some sort with our families. And many of us are spending time working on our businesses, if not necessarily in them right now. And in working on our businesses, I know your numbers have continued to move on because, of course, you're an aspect of our businesses that we would stay connected with. Um, what would you do or say to other business owners or even just moms that are homeschooling multiple kids? What kinds of things could they do in their day or even in their morning routine that might help them with their positive mindset?
Yeah, and I know everybody's situation is different. I've been talking with a lot of business owners, real estate agents. There are many businesses that are still at where they were projected to be at for the year. We have a lot of businesses that I've talked to that are down for the year, and I've even talked to about, I would say about maybe about 10 to 15% of the people I've talked to are up for this year. And whatever case or scenario you're in or a business is in, I think, and I personally believe, the most important thing that you can do to help maintain a positive mindset is not just repatterning internally, but also who you surround yourself with. You're the average of the 5 people we hang around with. So if you're surrounding yourself with someone who's just constantly complaining or negative, that's going to rub off on you. And as a business owner, you don't want that negativity rubbing off on you. Yeah, anybody could be in a great situation or in a really bad situation. Well, you're in the situation regardless. Why add to that negativity with like an unhealthy mindset? So try to eliminate the conversations with negative people and just spend more time with people who are doing well, and not just that are fortunate at this time or their business is okay, but it doesn't really matter if their business is down, middle, or up. if they're having a positive mindset, that's the people you want to hang around with. Doesn't matter which scenario they're in, because those people will help bring you up faster than anybody who's complaining.
Absolutely. We've talked a lot about this in our coaching groups and in our particular circles about keeping our energy at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other things we've been talking about is our morning and evening routines, not letting ourselves change so much out of those routines that it transitions our mindset through the day. And I know you have workouts and things that you do in the morning. So all of us have our morning routines and rituals. And I strongly suggest that if you don't have one, there is Miracle Morning that you can read.
Yep.
And there are 7-minute workout apps for moms or kids. And
Yep.
there are so many other things out there and resources that are really helpful. And if by chance you don't have any of those, please feel free to contact us, and we'll be more than happy to help you get to those resources and help you maybe start a new plan.
Yeah. It even includes working out with your kids.
Exactly.
I have a video on my phone. I won't find it now, but we have Luke strapped to our chest and we're doing air squats doing like 50 air squats with baby on. So whatever it
That's
takes.
right. That's right. And, just because we're quarantined, it doesn't mean we have to stay inside. There's still many parks with trails and places to go ride your bike that are in the open air with your family. And, really an opportunistic time. My son and I were at the park the other day, and he learned about honeysuckle that day, and he learned about red-winged blackbirds, and he learned about the blackberry bushes and how they start with flowers and then they proceed to have the berries on them. And all of those opportunities are really opportunities for us to continue to share and grow and feed into our children, even when they're not in school and they're still learning in life. So I think there's a lot of opportunities we can do with our families and our children in in this time.
I think
Um,
it's very important to get outside. I think, you know, even working from home, it's like I have to constantly either walk outside or keep the windows open, something to stay tuned. And then after I get done with work, I go straight to working in the garden. I've planted more rose bushes now than I probably got a little stir crazy with buying rose bushes. I'm in this whole like rose thing where I'm getting climbers and bushes and different colors. I don't know. It's my new hobby, but I think it's just important not to go stir crazy inside because vitamin D is very healthy, and getting fresh air is very, very healthy for mental health and staying sane.
Absolutely. Well, in this time, have you been pleasantly surprised by anything or anyone that you'd like to share?
Um, yeah, first thing when you said came to mind was my wife. You know, working from home more, I've gotten to see more. um, one of my favorite things now is instead of having to get out the door before my kids wake up, I make it a point before I even start work to actually be there when they wake up and spend a little bit of time in the morning with them. But I pop in and out of the office and I just see my wife handling both of them like a champ. And some days are better than others when they're both screaming and she's like handling it and keeping the house clean or whatnot, whatever she's doing to sometimes bringing me lunch. I was like, how did you even have time to make me lunch? So that's the first person that came to mind. But yeah, I'm shocked with just seeing how a lot of other business owners are handling this time too. They're having a healthy, positive mindset. Um, I'm shocked. I was shocked about my business going up with gifting gifts, and yeah, I don't know anybody else that comes to mind, but I've seen a lot of it.
That's awesome. Well, why don't you give us a little bit of contact information? So if anyone is looking to work on their business right now or discuss a little bit more about branding their business, give us a way that we can contact you. And I will also put all of that in our post when we when we reach out with our program.
Cool.
And as when we do that, you can also put that in the comments in case anyone is looking to connect with you directly.
Sure. Yeah. My name's Anthony Mercer, and you can email me at anthony@sharpretention.com, kind of like client retention, but with a sharp twist. There's my dad joke of the day. My number is 404-913-0536 if you want to reach me via cell phone. But if any business really wants to appreciate, reward their top 20% with a very high-end quality gift to help them stay top of mind and just to love on their clients during this time, I'm happy to help them.
Excellent. And I understand that you have an offer or a discount if someone mentions our program today.
Yeah. So if anybody who needs to place an order, and you mentioned this video, I'm going to be buying you personally a $75 Cutco knife with your order. So this might be your first, or it might be your 15th Cutco knife if you have a set of them. But I will be personally buying you a Cutco knife in addition to your order.
Wonderful. Well, Anthony, it's been so great to have you today, and we really appreciate the time that you've taken to join with us. And for those of you that continue to tune into our program, we thank you so much and look forward to continuing to connect with you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.